Hi, welcome. I'm Priscilla Vatzel. This is Expressionist Fluid Art Studio Gallery's demonstrations and tutorials. Let's have some fun. Okay, I've got a 12 by 16 inch canvas and I want to put a night sky in, or twilight sky in. And so I'm going to start with some Oriental blue. And I might want to grab whatever that was in there. Where'd it go? There it is. I'm good at this. I have a guest. Shayna is visiting again. And I'm going to use, if I can get some to come out, whoops, some frosted berry. Which is not coming out very well. But it's also almost empty. And with that, I'm probably going to use some white metallic, which used to be Anita's and is now Dazzling White from DecoArt, and I'm going to leave this on its side, which would have been a good idea to begin with. It's Artist Loft, white metallic. I want some water lily and some, make sure this is shaken up. No, we're good. And some periwinkle. I'll probably use those colors. There's the periwinkle. Now we've got pixie dust, which I'm not sure how it's going to work, but we're going to try it. Might be green with the blue. Might be a problem. We'll see. I need some elbow room. There goes nothing. It's way more about the sky. We were supposed to do something about the ocean, but it's really not looking much like that's going to be the star of this show. Let's get whatever that is out of there. I'm going to use some more of what's my spatula across the top before going down. Super light touch, let it fall over the edge. Try and do the same thing with my edges, my sides, before I go ahead and snag a little more paint. I figure if I put the paint on the edge now, then I can swipe across again with my spatula. And integrate the new paint. And I am just offloading, because we're going to put an ocean at the bottom. And I don't need to waste any paint. I've found that even though I like stripes, sometimes it's nice to add a little movement in the sky. It's kind of an obnoxiously striped sky. I'm sorry about that. There's always tomorrow to add a few more colors if we want to. Kind of wanted to make this a little quick today. Oh, I've got room for paint on my top edge. This one line is bugging me here. It's yellow. So I'm going to try and add some and see how it works. While I'm at it, let's add some white. Because I like white clouds. And I want to sort of soften the whole hard edges. Definitely with some of that. Some more of the white metallic. I kind of like that. I like using my spatula to insert clouds. I don't know why I have a weird edge over here though. Paint is not sticking very thoroughly. Now if I want to do something else, tomorrow's the day. It's really easy to get caught up in wanting to fix everything now, but you don't have to. Okay, so get rid of the rest of the paint on my spatula. I'm going to try and do a bunch of different things. What to start with? Seaglass. Helps if you open the bottle. No rhyme, no reason. Got Cyan Aqua, I just mixed up some new. I'm going to spread out the sparkling aqua. That's Shayna shaking bottles for me in advance of my needing them. This is Egyptian blue, which probably doesn't belong in here, but I'll use a little anyway, just because. I like purple in my oceans. That's Periwinkle. I'm going to use a little bit of Midnight Shadow. No matter what we get when we start, we can always add paint. Well, this is Cerulean blue, which I definitely need to make more of. One of the 10 colors I said I need to make earlier. Alright, let me look at this for a second. I had pulled out other colors that I haven't used. I have a weird color that says it's custom. It's been shaken, and we want... You know what? You pulled out a green color. Hand me that pale green color that you liked. No, the one...
This one.
It was bright yellow, green.
Oh.
Is that it?
This one?
Frog prints? I think it was this. Yellow green.
Yes, yes, it was that one.
Put that back for me, would you? Alright, so I've got some paint on my spatula that's Sky Colors. Okay, I've got plenty of paint, obviously, and I'm wondering what I'm going to do with all that extra paint. But I think what's going to happen is I'm just going to use cell activator, and we're going to try and make a wave. But first, I'm going to clean some of the paint off of my spatula right now, because otherwise it's just going to fall down on the silicone mat. Yes, I'm using my finger. It's not going to make any difference in a minute. Alright, we're going to grab the Amsterdam white and look at my sky. My sky is not complete. Well, I'll fix that tomorrow. I've got a chip in there too. Chip paint. Yeah, see it? I'm not sure it's better. Should have known better. Should have put the continued with the sky. I really like that color. So I'm just going to keep using it. Yep, I don't know what it is, but it's definitely there. And now it's gone. That's a little better than it was. I'm gonna wipe that off so I can use it some more. Okay, so take the paint. Really? Okay. I did not realize there was white paint on there, but I really don't care right now. I'm going to throw that in the bucket. I'm going to put something across the top. Something light colored, sparkling aqua. Make sure my spatula is going to be on the right side. I might want to overlap. So I'll start over here without that chunk. Let it roll down on my spatula blade. Not going to be a classic wave, but it's going to be cool. They're always different from each other. I'm going to go on this end and then come back again. That kind of works for me. Let's see what we can get off my spatula. Fill in at the top. Which kind of looks like breakers off in the distance. Kind of simple, but kind of cool. I'm going to take whatever I've got on my rubber brush and use it. I've got plenty of paint on my spatula, the other one that's over there. Grab some of that right now. I will have to fix my edges. I'm going to fix that line across the bottom. I like it. So I could put a moon or whatever I want to in the sky. I'm thinking maybe I want to clean off my little spatula while I can with a paper towel because my pants aren't working. And maybe I'm thinking, what color pink cloud? I've got my magenta, that's too pink. I want something. Maybe Whispering Wisteria. No, I've got it. Ginger flower. I just dragged a fingernail through the top. Well, I don't know if that cloud worked, but it didn't not work either. I'll just puff up what we've got there. Make it more interesting. Alright. I'm so glad we added that bright green. Love it. Studio for a while and I like the yellow, but it didn't come out yellow enough, so I'm going to use the Pixie dust after I open it in the areas that I like the yellow. And add a little bit of tangerine in a dish and use my finger just like I did right here. Admittedly, I did not expect to be back, but I am. And I'm going to use some white metallic in my sky and a little bit of red violet as a place to start. I honestly want to add some seafoam to the waves. That's my whole plan. But for right now, I did a practice painting and I liked it so much I decided I could give myself permission to get a little funky here. Just break up the stripiness with something a little more organic still. Now I used a little tickled pink and I'm going to do that and maybe even a little bit of pink carnation. Definitely some more white. Although I'm not having the same kind of luck I had with my last piece. I'm feeling like a little something darker. I'm going to try the frozen amethyst. Because the dark will recede. And I'd like some more drama. I mean, I've got a lot of spectacular stripy color going, but I don't just really have the drama I want. I like it enough to add some more. My tip's a little closed, which means I get a nice small line. And I might put some more orange in at the horizon, something akin to a sun. I could still put some more white clouds in, but I'm not worried about it right at the moment. I am going to take my residuals and break up the pattern above, because I think that's important. Steal a little paint. I like that better already. So I'm going to take a little bit of orange crush and a little bit of pink carnation. And they make a wonderful combination. Wipe off my spatula, although I don't think it really matters at this point. I could put a little more of that tickled pink in. Or add some yellow. But I've got plenty of yellow already, I think. I like the pink carnation enough. I think I want some more. I think that's a great cloud cover color. Taking my chances trying to add some clouds to the purple. That might have been a mistake. I think I'll get away with it though. Yep, I'm much happier already. Wipe that off. I think I'm going to leave the sky like it is. I think it's good enough. I like it now. With the exception of that one little spot, which I might have to change. Indigo teal. And a little red violet. And a little bit of frozen amethyst. And then I'm just going to use some Amsterdam white. And if this doesn't satisfy me, I'll go back and add some more. And I'm hoping my straw isn't full of spit. Maybe I'll just switch straws. I just did a test canvas. I think more white. Like a lot more white. Cell activator. Australian Photo. I can't remember if I said something or not. If in doubt, use your fingers. Well, not as many cells as I was expecting. Maybe I'll spread it out a little bit. Still kind of like it. Might stick a skewer in there. Add some swirls. Still happier. I might want to put some of that purple right in the wave. Reflect the sky. Can I get away with it? That's the question. I think so. Try and keep my fingerprints out of it. One more little bit. Yeah, way more dimensional. Well, I didn't get the swirls I was expecting, the cells I was expecting, but like I said, I can always add a few swirls and that would be okay with me. Cells are developing. And I'm 100% happier with the painting. And I think I could call it done. I could put a dark streak through the center of that and be pretty happy, but I'm actually pretty happy already. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the compliments that keep my morale boosted. Thank you for the donations that help keep me painting. Please give me a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing my videos. I really appreciate you guys being here. If you watch longer or watch some of the commercials or make a comment, those things are all super helpful to me. My creative playlists are on my YouTube channel. And if you go to my YouTube channel banner, you'll find the PayPal icon. Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter links on my link tree. My community board will show you tomorrow's videos. If you have questions or you want the paint pouring recipe, ask me questions. It will. The paint pouring recipe is below Show More. When you click Show More, you're going to find my email address. Thank you for everything. Shop my Amazon link, please. You can buy anything you want from there. And my 2 books are there, Because I Can and Unlimited Possibilities, Volumes 1 and 2. Thank you again for being here. I love you guys dearly. You inspire the heck out of me. Bye for now. Priscilla out.